All right, so in this lesson, we are talking about area of triangles and area of a couple other quadrilaterals. So for triangles, our formula is area equals 1/2 base times height. Okay. There, here is my base. There is my height. So my area is 1/2 times the base times the height. You can use 1/2 or you can just use 0.5. And why I didn't type in numbers. Let's try that again. Base is 11, height is 8.9. There we go. So 0.5, oops, carefully wrong. 0.5 for 1/2 times 11 times 8.9. And I get 48.95. 48.95. And my units are inches, so area is inches squared. Right, for number 4, we just did it exactly backwards. We're still going to use the same formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Here's my base. Here's my height. We don't know that yet, but they do give me area. So I'm plugging in what they gave me. 39.3 is my area. 1/2 times base, 11.4. Pick a big dot for multiplication. 11.4 times height. I don't know that one, so I'm going to say x. So let's see here. Let's combine those two together. And say, all right, 1/2, which is 0.5, times 11.4, 5.7. Right? So that gives me 39.3 equals 5.7x. Well, now I just need to divide both sides by 5.7, because I'm trying to figure out what my x is, or my h. I guess I could have put an h there instead, so I remember what it was. So over here, 39.3 divided by 5.7. And I get that right there. Now let's see here. Did it tell me? Find the round to the nearest tenth. All right. So I was only supposed to round to one decimal place. So if I round that, those two right there, that 8 goes up to 9. So 6.9 inches. So remember, this is my height. So this is not inches squared. Area is inches squared. Height and base are just inches. All right, so there you go. That's how you'll do the next couple. All right, this is a square. Square is, you multiply the two sides together, or you can just say 6 squared. Either way, 6 times 6 or 6 squared is 36. There you go. So much time with those. Going backwards, we're going to do the same thing. So I think, okay, area equals base times height. No, 1/2, because we're not doing a triangle. So my area is 92.2. My base is 9.6. Oh my goodness. Times a height. Now, if this is a square, I don't know if they tell me for sure it's a square or not. It's my instructions. If it's a square, then I automatically know the other side has to be 9.6. But I don't see marks on it telling me it is for certain a square. So let's see. Maybe it's just really close. Divide by 9.6. Divide by 9.6. And I get 92.2 divided by 9.6. And I get 9.6. So yep, that was a square. All right. Rectangles, you're going to do the same thing. The only difference is the sides are not the same. So don't take that one times that one. So area equals base times height. 6.7 times 7.8. And I get 52, what was around the 52.3. Oh, sorry. Did they change it? Found the area of each. Okay, I guess on this one they wanted it surrounded 2 decimal places. For this one right here, remember that 2 bases multiply together to make this. So 88.8 equals, we'll call it x times 11.1. Divide both sides by 11.1. Then I'll get x equals 8 yards. All right, and here we get one that's actually a little bit different. All right, see if I can make a similar shape over off on the side. So my lines are cooking, but it'll be all right. So we have this line right here, and this line is supposed to go straight across right here. All right, so this line, that little blue one, we call that P. That green line going across, we call that Q. And our area is going to be P times Q divided by 2. So very, very similar to triangles. All right, so let's see what we got. Here's our P, here's our Q. So my area is P times Q divided by 2. By the way, you can do fractions. If you hit the alpha button, that's the green one, the y equals button, and then enter, you'll put a little fraction up there. I can say 2 times 4.6 all over 2. A reminder, this calculator I'm using is the Wabbit one. This was on the Software Center, so you can install this on your tablet. And there's my answer. My answer is 4.6 miles squared. Okay. We are actually going to use this exact same formula for all the rest of the problems. Let's see, where does it switch up? So right here, it changes it a little bit. Again, they give you the area. And so we're going to say, okay, 7.56 equals P 2.7 times what, x divided by 2. Multiply both sides by 2. Let's see here, 7.56 times 2 is 15.12. Divide both sides by 2.7. So divide that by 2.7. And I get 5.6 as my x. That'd be yards. So this shape right here is called a kite. Okay, so this is a kite. It's a kite because these two equally are congruent and these two are congruent. Now we're going to move on to a different type. Where's that? There we go, right here. This is not a kite because I see they're all congruent to each other. So this is actually called a rhombus. But you're going to do all the same things we did with the kite. You're going to do it exactly the same way, so it doesn't make a difference. That's a rhombus, not a kite. So for this one, 11 times 6.2 divided by 2. 11 times 6.2 enter, divided by 2, 34.1, 34.1. All right, so there's an example of all the different types of problems that you will see. Make sure that when you finish, you put your name on your paper and you put it in the top tray.